Hey YouTube, how you doing? Kevin here. I got another new little fun project. This thing came in a basket, so I threw it under my thing there. It's a what do you call it? An old go-kart. It's a 5 horsepower fun power, and I'm going to show it to you in a second over here. 5 horsepower. It's a I actually rode this thing a while ago. I went to a friend of mine. You're not going to be able to see it too well, I hope. Well, I hope you can see it better than. You can see part of it right there. See the steering wheel on it, and it's got the let's see if I can get this a little better. See it now? Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower. It's a fun power. I mean, it's all there. Tires are excellent on it. What do you call it? It's got the roll cage on it. So my son's birthday party's this weekend, so I'm gonna take the kids around for rides in this. One of the problems with this was the carburetor was all cracked up. I mean, just dug it right up, you know. New word there, dug it. So anyway, I ordered a brand new carburetor and just came in today. So I installed it on here just to show you a quick little video on it. Brand spanking new carb. I put it on here. Get all mounted on. See how nice and shiny and clean. The other carburetor was so bad it could not be ultrasonic cleaned. And sometimes you get them when they sit with water. In fact, when I did the ultrasonic video, in that video, this is the fuel tank that was in the cleaner. And the inside of this tank came out absolutely spotless. I mean, took all the crap right off the bottom of it. And then sitting on it is a brand new carburetor, so that's gonna that go-kart's gonna run pretty damn nice. And I installed it on here just so I wouldn't lose the pieces. Some of this is gonna have to be removed for reinstallation, like the choke and throttle and the air filter assembly when I go to put this on. But I'm the kind of guy who likes to put stuff together so I don't lose it, because the weather has been absolutely crappy out. So I just want to make sure that I don't lose any of the parts. But as you can see, it's got a brand spanking new carburetor. I had to use some of the old stuff, you know, that's old. Which I have to tighten up that screw just a tad bit more. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the original carburetor real quick. So I'll be right back. Alright, this is what the carburetor looked like when I took it off. I mean, this thing is just, yeah, you can't possibly expect that to be cleaned. It's just so much corrosion. That white corrosion is water. That's what water and aluminum do together when you mix them with fuel oil. Other than that, actually the carburetor in itself, the body on it's in excellent condition. The intake, I did pull the motor over. It's not seized. The water basically came in through here and went into the tank. So luckily the intake valve was closed. I pulled it over. The motor has excellent compression. So I think it's going to be a good runner. I didn't put a gauge on it, but it'll you can definitely feel the what do you call it, the resistance on it. So I wanted to do a quick video on the newest project, the go-kart. I'm going to mount this on tomorrow night. I got a couple of projects going on, but this is one that's going to go on tomorrow night. Get this all mounted up there and situated and done. Yeah, so that's it. And if you have any questions, please subscribe. I mean, check this stuff out. This stuff is a lot of fun. And if you see something on the side of the road, like a go-kart or a mini bike, or you see me at your local dumps, don't be intimidated by it. You know, I mean, obviously it got junked for some reason, but don't hesitate to grab it and take it apart. And my father always said, if it's broke and you take it apart and you can't fix it, doesn't really matter. But if you take it apart and you can fix it, well, then that right there, even if you don't use it, like say I just decide to take this go-kart and sell it, all I'm into this thing for is 25 bucks. I bought this carburetor with gaskets for 25 bucks on eBay, and it was a it's not a Briggs carb, it's a an aftermarket, but what do I care? It's just gonna go back and forth in the yard, you know what I mean? So by all means, everything lines up, everything's the same. You know, it's got the same port size, you know, there's no difference on this thing, you know? So I mean, it's like the people go, oh, it's trying to cover it. Who gives a shit? If it runs the machine just fine, the kids are gonna be on it. I mean, how fast you want them to go? I mean, not gonna. I mean, that's the yard. You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? 1,000 miles an hour? This ain't the salt flats, you know. But yeah, don't be afraid to take things apart. And I'm gonna give you a little helpful tip. There's a lot of linkage rods and linkage arms and screws, nuts and bolts, different sizes, the plate and everything else, the air filter, the governor springs, where that gear needs to line up. This is the what do you call it there? I'll show you back here. Whenever you're gonna build a motor for a go-kart, this is the little spring right here. That's the throttle linkage, and that's the spring retainer. These, you could buy all three of these pieces as a kit or individually, because right there is only a little block. This thing slides up and locks in, and this is what makes your throttle, either your pedal or your throttle screw, this holds the cable, work. And it works by this piece right here pulling it all the way over to work the throttle. So these things, it's hyper extended right now, but see, it goes right back and forth. That's the spring right there. That's how your throttle works. So that's a kit that you can buy to adapt these 5 horsepower Briggs or 3.5 horsepower Briggs, or any Briggs with this style tank and has a slide on it. Can take this kit, and I can get you the part numbers if you need to get the part numbers for these 3 items. I brought them in the past, and so this one came on because it's an actual fun power, but that right there is what it is. But anyway, like I was saying, the tip of the day is take your cell phone and snap a photo of how it goes. Okay, so what this is going to do is when I take a picture of this, click, boom, that's what you're looking at right there. So when I open up my phone and I have all these, I have the spring, the clip, and oh, Jesus, where the hell did that go? Well, now I know where it goes. It fits into here. So don't be afraid to use your camera, take pictures, all that type of stuff. It'll help you out in the long run. You can snap a photo of how the governor spring goes on, which direction the clip went in, because this fits into this recess. But if you don't know where that goes, if that's in a box, you have no idea where the hell that goes. So use your camera, take pictures, don't be afraid to take things apart, be adventurous, and remember, there's always some information on it on the internet. You would not know how that went if you didn't have a picture, or if you haven't done this before. So anyway, please subscribe if you have any questions or you need information on that front power part number there for the throttle linkage. Hit me up and I'll get you there. Please subscribe. And I can't wait to hear this thing run, and I'll be doing a video on the final the running of it. Alright, thank you, I'm out.